Good morning, everybody. This is a sound test. How's the audio? 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Well, how's everybody doing this morning? This is Tuesday, August 11th, and I hope everybody just all set to go. We have a little bit of news coming out this morning. We've already had the Canadian housing starts, but right at 8:30 is preliminary unit labor costs and preliminary non-farm productivity. So we'll see, that's U.S. news. 10 o'clock is wholesale inventories. Those aren't expected to move the market too much, but the prelim unit labor might have an effect on the indices, so be aware of that. If you have not checked the news page on the Apex website, that's really an excellent page. You have to click on those little buttons over at the side to see what some of them have trades that could be taken with some of the currencies. So if you're a currency trader, that's a great place to find early morning trades. Usually they're non-directional. So they're premium collection, which is kind of nice. I don't see too much happening. Gold just bolted up this morning, kind of the same as crude fell out of bed for the last, I don't know, what, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours. The indices are appearing to continue down. The last 30 minutes, they've put a down move in. The one thing that's just so happy this morning seems to be the euro. So that no doubt is reflective of news coming out of the European Union. The rest of the currencies, not so much. The dollar's down, which of course you would expect it to be with the euro going up. And bonds tried to drift up, and then last couple hours they turned down, so it looks like they're trying to go back up again. This will be a little bit of an interesting morning to see how all this pans out. Of course, that's the wonderful thing about trading. You just never know what's around the corner. The VIX is headed back down again, so we'll see. It seems to be, it can't quite make up its mind, I guess, is what I'm saying. When we get down to looking at oil and what the day may bring us, crude oil, just, boy, for all you early birds, you were well rewarded this morning. People that are up at 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, my goodness, this was at least a 100-tick run or more. And just even if you'd caught it just from the ice line down, I mean, this is what I call a no-brainer trade. The problem with this trade is you have to be awake and in front of your computer. I like these kinds of trades where this is the pattern with these candles that you see. They just keep going and going and going and going, and they don't give us that chop like we had yesterday. This is the kind of stuff I just have to do something else. I can't like that at all for anything. But boy, this is my ticket right here. I love this stuff. Unfortunately, I missed the whole darn thing because I just happened to not be in front of my computer. Can't imagine that. The trade right here, if we get a confirm, well, we just did. I wouldn't put too much store in this at this time of day. although these can turn around, it seems like a lot of the professional crude traders seems like they like to get their work done in the morning and just get out of Dodge. I don't have a huge amount of confidence this thing will hold, but if we get volume, if we get exceeding volume here, yes, absolutely, Larry, this will go on. The thing to watch here, um, we did get a confirm on the trend catcher. It's still available. That price is still available because it was at about 44.01 or '02. Um, if I were taking this here, I'd have a real tight stop on it. I'd like to see it tell me something else. I mean, tell me something good. When you see a 30-minute candle, we're 1 minute into the next 30 minutes. This can oftentimes be the indication of a bottom, but this is not making me very happy right here. That needs to turn green if it's gonna reverse here, and I'm not convinced it's gonna do that. The 10-minute also gives you a little bit of a hint. This is not looking promising for a long trade. I don't like that. A bus driver needs to start flashing his green lights. We did get a buy block here of 35 contracts. That's a significant block. And that order was placed at 43.95. So I don't know if that was somebody checking out of this run or what, but this E may very well fail right here. So don't put a big store on that E for the time being. And keep in mind that other buses will run. You don't have to grab every single trade. You just have to grab the good ones that cause you the least amount of problems, that will get you the most ticks to go to your bank. That's all. But I don't like this, and I believe it's going to fail given a minute or two here. So let me think. I don't see anything else that's earth-shattering. The indices, gold might very well be a good play today, but certainly the dollar. The euro. There are some people in here trading the 6E. So, yep, and there it goes on down, and that E did fail. You will learn to spot those with some experience, but because it did not want to go above this this entry, I just don't like those. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll turn around. I still have the this is a major huge point right here, 42.85. So we'll see if that gets well below here today. Again, if you missed yesterday, this is the low of crude oil over the last 5 years. It hit this March 16th, 15th, March 15th or 16th, I think, mid-March. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Do not be trying to take longs into this right now. This can really bite you. Another thing I wanted to point out to you is this chop filter. I'm not convinced that I have the settings right. I believe they're default, but I'll have to check that. But when you see this change like it did right here, especially after one of these big long runs, And at this time of day, less than 90,000 contracts. This 30-minute candle, 10-minute candle, yeah, with some exceeding volume, but I'm just not. This for me is just to wait for a better bus ride. So I will come back at noon and we'll go over any possible trades that the bus driver has given us for the morning. So this is my view in my world, so I'll see you at noon. Happy trading.